Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Reftaco, and today we're back with another video, and the draft is only about 2 weeks away, and with the draft comes these prospects. I'm going to be going over my top 5 prospects at every single position. The positions that I have these guys are where I think they're going to play. If a tackle's in at guard, if a linebacker's in at edge, it's where I think that they're going to play in the NFL. So, yeah, let's get right into it. Starting off at quarterback, at number 5, I have Drew Aller. Drew Aller, he was all right. He was going to be a first-round pick. He just never really put it together, and we wanted that last year, and we didn't get it, and then he got hurt. But I do think he can be a solid quarterback. He can be a solid developmental piece. He just had some issues with accuracy and footwork and, stuff that's important. Carson Beck comes in at number 4. He had a really disappointing 24, goes to Miami, and he honestly had a really good year. I think he's a solid quarterback. I think he's a solid prospect. I'm just not taking him that high. At 3, Garrett Nussmeier. I think he's a solid quarterback. Last year, he had some little hip thing. 24, he was super solid. 25, obviously his stock went down deservedly, but I still think he's a good quarterback. I still think he can make reads. He had a nice Senior Bowl. I think he can be a solid player. At number 2, I have Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson is an interesting prospect because he could definitely come in and start for a team day 1 at the late first round, early second round. A team trades up and gets him. He can definitely find himself in action in 2026. This is a solid quarterback prospect, a guy that can work under center, which is something these other guys just haven't really done in college. And I think he does have a lot of solid tools. And then number 1, Fernando Mendoza. We've heard about him enough. We don't need to go over it again. But yeah, he's the best player in this class. He's number 1. At running backs, number 5, I have Jonah Coleman. Jonah Coleman is a very solid player. He's very small, and yet he's strong. He's compact. He can kind of be a goal line back. I think he's a very solid, thunder to a team's lightning. In today's NFL, he can be a solid part of a 1-2 punch, be that early down back. I think he's a solid player. At number 4, I've got Emmett Johnson. Emmett Johnson has very good vision. He's a solid receiver. He can do a lot of stuff. He just isn't the fastest, isn't the home run hitting, doesn't have the crazy athleticism that the people want to see, but I think he's a very solid runner, and he's going to be able to carve out a role in the NFL. At 3, I have Mike Washington. Very strong, powerful, big body, yet fast. He has the athleticism, the ability to hit the home run. Think he's a very solid player. And number 2, Jadarian Price. I get he was a backup, but he was the backup to the best running back by far. And he still got some touches. He was efficient with them. He was able to do almost everything. I think he's a very solid player he can return to. And then number 1 is obvious. It's Jeremiah Love. There's no real question about it. Yeah, he's number 1. Then at wide receiver, at number 5, I have Omar Cooper. Omar Cooper, very solid player for Indiana. Receiver, won a national championship team. Important. He's good in the slot. I think he can play outside. He has a lot of the intangibles. He has the smarts. He's going to be a solid player. At number 4, I have Denzel Boston. Obviously, this big body. You want him to be this contested catch receiver, but still, he can be shifty up at the line of scrimmage. He can do a lot of stuff. We saw him returning punts, I believe, and he's 6'4". Like, that's different. He has the speed. He has the size. He can be really special. And number 3 is Mekhi Lemon. He's a guy that just, the tape stands out. He's a very solid slot receiver. He can fit into a lot of places. Be a very solid player. The way he can go and catch the ball, the way he can get yards after the catch, his route running is very special. Jordan Tyson at number 2, one of these athletic guys whose route running is special, who's got solid speed, who, is this very good wide receiver. The question is his injuries. How are the injuries going to hold up? People, are so concerned about his hamstring and stuff, and that's important, but Jordan Tyson is still an amazing prospect. And then number 1, Carnell Tate. Carnell Tate, very solid player. I mean, everybody knows this. He can kind of do everything, play in the slot, play outside. He'll be a great fit for whoever needs a wide receiver. I think he's a great player, and that's why he's number 1. Then at tight end, at number 5, I have Justin Jolly, the tight end out of NC State. He's a solid blocker. He can do stuff in the pass game. He can be a very solid inline tight end. And I feel like a lot of times in college, you get these guys in there lined up as the main guy on the bunch, or basically just the on-the-line receiver. He can be an inline tight end. He can be very good at it. Oscar Delp at number 4, from what I've seen, he's fast. He can block-ish, but he's very fast. He's this vertical threat tight end that can also somewhat line up at inline tight end. He did that at Georgia a little bit. He's lacking physicality is from what I've seen, but I think he's a very solid player. At number 3, Max Clare out of Ohio State. Ohio State had all these weapons and kind of the way the scheme was. He's not going to get the ball a lot, but when he did, he was efficient. He plays inline tight end. He can block well. He does a lot of good stuff. Eli Stowers at number 2. Very fun tight end watching him. You know, he's just fun. He's athletic. He's big. He can move. He can block enough. And I think he's a very solid player. And then number 1, kind of the jack of all trades, Kenyon Sadiq. To have the speed he has, to have the athleticism. I mean, broke the 40-yard dash record. This is a very good tight end, and he's able to block. This isn't some, like a Kyle Pitts versatile weapon kind of thing where he lines up at receiver. This guy can block. Like, this is a good blocking tight end. This is a great tight end, and I really love him as a prospect. He's my number 1. And the offensive tackles. At number 5, I have Caden Proctor. Caden Proctor, very solid player. He's, this guy, he was kind of a project. He's huge, and he has the athleticism. I think if a team develops him well, he can be great. He can move inside and then go outside if you need him to. He can become a very solid player. He was a solid player at Alabama, but he can become even better. He's kind of a project. He can be very special. Caleb Lomu at number 4. This is one of those, big, strong, physical offensive linemen, and I think he is very good at what he does. He's very special. He can do what he needs to in the pass game. He's a great, mauler, run behind this guy in the run game. So, yeah, very solid player. At number 3, Monroe Freeling. Monroe Freeling is a very solid player. He, has the length. He has the athleticism. He's another one of these guys that can be developed into a super solid tackle, but still can play day one. He's pretty solid. There's a lot of right tackles in this draft. He is a left tackle, which is different. So, yeah, he's very special. At number 2, Spencer Fano. One of these guys, is he the strongest? No, but he's quick. He does what he needs to do. He's great in pass blocking. I think he's a great prospect. And then number 1, Francis Mauigoa, just kind of does everything right. Yeah, there's the weakness with the arm length and the hips don't rotate well and the do-do-do and he can't kick and poke, whatever. He's a very solid prospect. He's kind of can do everything all these other guys do. He's very good. He's number 1. Then the interior offensive lineman. Number 5 is Jalen Farmer. He seems like one of these strong zone schemes, maul you offensive linemen that, maybe not the puller, maybe not the fun guy, but he can get the job done. And kind of the same with Keelan Rutledge from what I saw. Obviously, I'm not like watching these guys' tapes now. They're interior offensive linemen that are going in the 3rd round. But Keelan Rutledge seems like a very solid player at number 4. At number 3 is Chase Basantis out of Texas A&M. This is a great pass protecting offensive lineman. He can definitely do his job. He's a very good player. He will be able to step in day one and be a starting guard and a pretty good one. At number 2, Emmanuel Pregnon. This seems like even a better pass protector that is just, I think he's bigger and he has more experience. So, he gets the edge, but he is a great player and he can develop into something special. And then Vega Ione, is that something special? He is amazing. Interior offensive linemen, they just always fall down in the draft. But Vega Ione should not because he is special. The way in pass blocking he is, I think he has the strength. Of course, it's an adjustment. It's always going to be adjustment when you're getting hit by grown men over college kids. But I think he's going to be able to deal with it. The way he mauls people in the run game, the way he pulls and just gets you out of the hole is great, and that's why he's number 1. Moving on to defense and the edge rushers. At number 5, I have Keldrick Falk. Keldrick Falk is one of these raw athleticism guys. He did have some production in college, enough where it's not a crazy turnoff like Shamar Stewart was last year. But he seems like he can be a good run defender. He's big. He's athletic. He's got enough of that, bend, that twitchiness that you want. At number 4, I have TJ Parker. Kind of the same thing, a great run defender, has the size, not the bend. That's the thing I've heard. He's not twitchy. He's not fun like that. But he also has a year of production. 2024 was a great year for TJ Parker. 25 wasn't. We're going to see how teams value that, but I do think TJ Parker's a very good player. At number 3, David Bailey. A designated pass rusher mostly, but a very solid one at that. A guy that can use any of the moves he needs to. He has the length. He has what he needs. He has the athleticism, the bend, everything that you need out of an edge rusher in the pass rushing category. I think he has. He might struggle in run defense. Ruben Bain at number 2. Ruben Bain keeps on falling because of his arms and because This is the best college player last year, I think. Just the way that he was able to make other teams fear him. I mean, he was amazing in run defense, in pass defense. He was amazing. And then number 1, Arvell Reese. He's one of these traitsy guys that just has all the traits, has the speed, has the instincts, and I think he can work off the edge. I know he was more of an off-ball linebacker, but if a team is taking you in the top 5, it should probably be to play edge rusher, and he's a very solid one of those. Then the interior defensive lineman. At number 5, I got Christian Miller out of Georgia. Christian Miller, he's one of these twitchy, fun, pass rush-based interior defensive linemen. He's, athletic. He has the moves. Not a run defender, not huge, not strong, but he can be a solid DPR as an interior defensive lineman and probably grow into one of these every down DTs. At number 4, I got Lee Hunter. Lee Hunter is the big nose tackle, the big run defender, and he is great at it. Now, when teams have to focus on David Bailey and Romello Height and Jacob Rodriguez, it's, Lee Hunter is going to get one-on-ones. But, yeah, and he's a big reason why Jacob Rodriguez was able to have the season he has, opening up gaps and stuff. Lee Hunter's a very good player. Caden McDonald at number 3, pretty similar to Lee Hunter, also has the great players around him, and Sonny Styles, Arvell Reese, some other guys. But Caden McDonald, he's that huge nose tackle. I think he's a little bit better. I think it's a very solid top 3. All of them, I wouldn't be surprised if any of them go first, if any of them slip down. At number 2, I have Caleb Banks. Caleb Banks had that injury. He barely played last year, but when he did play, he was effective. In 24, he was effective. He has the length. He has the size. He has what he needs to. He has the explosion. Are we scared about the foot? Are we scared about the production? He messed up he stopped participating in combine because he messed up his shoe. Like, what's up with that? Yeah. And then number 1, Peter Woods. Yeah, had a better 24 than 25, but this guy is a good run defender, good pass rusher, good enough pass rusher. He's able to do what he needs to do. I think he's strong. I think he's explosive. He might lack length a little bit, but I think he'll be fine, and he's number 1. He's very good. Then the linebackers. At number 5, I have Jake Golday, the backer out of Cincinnati. He's one of these athletic guys that, has the speed, has the strength, has a little bit of technique issues, maybe, doesn't fit the gap the right way, doesn't see, clear and cloudy and go. But he has the intangibles. He can become a very solid linebacker. Number 4, I have Anthony Hill. He's this versatile linebacker. He's fun. He's fast. But he has technique issues. It's kind of the same thing. He misses tackles. It's kind of a problem. And I just heard a guy be like, yeah, I compared him to Kenneth Murray. That's not a good thing. At number 3, I have Jacob Rodriguez. I love Jacob Rodriguez. He was the captain of the best defense in college football. Maybe not numbers-wise, but, you see the talent. That's the best defense in college football. And then he has people are like, oh, he doesn't have the intangibles, the athleticism. Has a great combine. Like, this is a very solid football player. He should be talked about more. C.J. Allen at number 2. He's another one of these guys that is, production-based, kind of like Jacob Rodriguez more. He's smart. He's got good play recognition. He has the things like that. He's not this athletic freak. He can't, run down and maul a blocker, but he's a very solid player. And then number 1, Sonny Styles. This is an athletic beast. He could play off the edge in the league. I think if a team like the Titans take him or the Cardinals take him or maybe even Washington takes him, I think he could go on the edge. If someone else takes him, I think he plays off-ball linebacker, and he is amazing. The way that he runs, it's the best RAS we've seen in, forever, right? So, I think. So, yeah, he's very good, and he's number 1. Moving on to the corners. At number 5, I got Brandon Cisse, something like that. Solid player, can be kind of versatile, can play a lot of different. He can fit almost anywhere is the point I'm trying to get to. He's a very solid player. At number 4, Colton Hood. This is a very good man-to-man, physical, body U type corner. I don't know. There's not a lot of teams right now that are playing man coverage at that high of a rate, but if they are, I think Colton Hood is a guy that if he gets in the right fit, he can be a great corner. At 3, Avion Terrell. He's one of these guys. He has he has what he needs. That's not height. He has athleticism. He has the speed. He has the ability to be a good corner, to press guys, to get, play good man, play good zone. He's small, and people think he can get picked on because of that. I'm not sure. I kind of like Avion Terrell. At number 2, Jermod McCoy. Had the injury in 25, played well in 24, and we thought, oh, what's he going to be? Has this great pro day when he comes back, and that kind of solidified him for me. Okay, he can be back. He can be a solid corner. He can play week 1 for you, and he's a solid player. And then Mansour Delane, I kind of said it with some of the other guys, most of the offensive guys, about how the top guys are just like jack of all trades of all the other guys. This is true. Mansour Delane is one of these prospects. He can play man. He can play zone. He can press you. He can do whatever he needs to do. He has the size. He has the athleticism, the length, the whatever. He's going to be a very solid corner. There's not really any weakness to him. I wouldn't say he's bust-proof. Nobody's bust-proof. But he's pretty close to it, and he's number 1. Then, last but not least, the safeties. At number 5, I have A.J. Halsey, the safety out of LSU. He can be one of these deep safeties, but he has the size. I'm not really sure about, coming up, making tackles, being a box safety, if that's what somebody asked him to be, because that's not what he was. But he can be a very solid player. At number 4, Treydan Stukes. Solid player. It seems like there's a thought that he can play slot corner, but it seems like teams really love him. The instincts that he has, the athleticism, it's very solid. He's a very solid prospect. At 3, Dylan Thieneman. This is a guy that just has, he gets the ball. He's a ball hawk, and he's very good at it. He was at Purdue, went to Oregon, became, I say he was better at Purdue, but very solid player, and yeah. At 2, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. I think this is my favorite player in the draft. The way that he comes from a deep safety, but he can play box safety, and he can come in, he's fast, he can lay you out, he's got the size. I just really like him. I really want the Eagles to get him. But I just really like the way that he plays. The number 1, Caleb Downs. What I said about Mansour Delane is true. This is a bust-proof corner, or safety. This is, there was the degenerative ACL stuff. I don't buy it. Caleb Downs is a beast. We saw it for 3 years in college. He's a special player. He should be number 1. Whoever is drafting Caleb Downs is going to be happy with their draft, no matter what. That's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If it makes you drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see y'all in the next one. I will have quite a bit of draft content in the next few weeks. Peace.